Welcome back, everybody. So what we're going to do is talk to Carlene now about Cloud9, their growth, and also the Dynamics 365 market, which is something I'm really looking forward to digging and getting under the bonnet of. So Carlene, talk to me about how you have managed such fantastic growth at Cloud9, and you're actually sustaining it year on year. So what is it? What's the magic dust that we all need to know about?
I guess it's a few factors. One is you have to have a great product, and so Microsoft's reputation in the marketplace is phenomenal, so it makes it very easy when you're speaking to customers who recognise it's a great solution, especially those using Office 365. It's a sort of natural progression for them. Recruiting great people is always a very difficult thing, but critical thing. If you're going to give the best service to customers, make sure that you have really good people to support the projects and ongoing support. The other thing I've done with great success is I've got quite a few apprentices in my operations side of my business, and that gives us time to do some of the little things that make the biggest difference to customer success. So that's really helped as well. And then in addition, we also launched about a couple of years ago a new support service, which includes the normal sort of break-fix support, but also unlimited training and tweaks and changes beyond the project. And for clients embarking on a journey of Dynamics CRM, they really want to know that someone's there as a partner for the long term. And so having someone on hand who can help them beyond the project is quite important to them. So it's helped us win a lot of business as well. Oh,
I'm glad you said that, because I think exactly the same. I think that's why our partnership has flourished, because, you know, with our Office 365 package and, you know, now Microsoft 365 Business, of course, we've always had the support desk. But being able to now offer our Cloud Academy as like the last bastion of the end-to-end solution, it's almost essential now, isn't it? Because there's just so much in these packages. They're so feature-rich that people need to be able to be trained on them in the right way and harness them. Otherwise, they get a solution, they implement it, and then actually they just sit there going, oh, I'll call the help desk because I don't know how to use this.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's great to hear.
That's a shame.
Yeah, can I, actually, I suppose the next thing that partners will be really interested in, because I'm definitely that, is let's delve into Dynamics 365 and what you get within Dynamics 365. What are the key constituent products?
So traditionally, people have thought of Dynamics 365 as a sales solution. Some organisations that realise actually they've got this amazing database of customers want to do more with it, so they look to use the marketing solution. And there's a fantastic new marketing solution that's available now for SMEs, which is going to cover event management and email marketing, amongst other things. So we're super excited about that. In fact, we're running our first webinar on that at the end of the month. And so it also is a solution that can be used for customer service, for managing tickets, for example, or complaints. But there's also a project service for organisations who have complex projects that they're looking to manage with Gantt chart integration, for example, scheduling, etc., and templates for managing multiple projects, as well as field service for where you've got a lot of moving parts for people out in the field, delivering support services for customers. And there's also financials as well, financials and operations. So for enterprise clients, they can go with the financials and operations within Dynamics 365. But what's really exciting is that there's a new Business Central solution that's available. It's just being launched for SME customers, which is really a cloud version of Nav that's going to enable not only the financials, but organisations who have more demands around this sort of ERP capability, such as warehousing, stock control, and sort of dispatch and things like that. So
and that's called Business Central, is it? Okay, that's the name of it, or the brand that's going to be released. Yeah, okay, that's fascinating. I mean, everything that you just described there is that there's just so much in this package, Dynamics 365. And, you know, for other partners and probably customers, actually, if I decided that I think beyond my marketing system, because of course, you know, everybody thinks CRM, contact management, you know, but there's just so much more that you've just described. What and how would I start with that type of project, you know, and what's typical? What's my first step into Dynamics 365? And actually, here's another one as well. How long is the average project for an SMB to roll out Dynamics 365?
Well, that's a great question. $1 million question.
Put you on the spot there, sorry.
I think I would say that best practice these days is not to go for a big bang approach, but to take an incremental journey, to see CRM as a journey, and to think small. And the reason for that, it's about learning as you go along as a customer, because often in the beginning they don't know what they want. But if you can start small, then it leaves people wanting more, and you can extend it. And one of the worst scenarios is actually where you have poor user adoption and users not using it. So why not have them at the edge of their seat going, hey, that was amazing. What about, I don't know, marketing using it, or customer service, and having that sort of single view of your customer across your organisation.
And how often do you link in Office 365 or 365 Business or Enterprise with Dynamics 365? You know,
more and more.
Yeah,
so more and more now we're seeing organisations who've made an investment in Office 365 and they're thinking, what else can we do? And so I would say possibly 80% of our clients are using Office 365, and that's sort of increasing all the time.
That's fascinating. So we used to lead with Office 365 in our marketing, and we still do a lot of that. And of course, GDPR now, you know, everybody's heard of that. So it's a great marketing channel if you want. So do you lead with Dynamics, or do you lead with Office 365 to get your, you know, new business in and net new, start growing the business with that?
So our reputation is in helping organisations go through business transformation. So it often is with Dynamics, because in a way it's an enabler of that change that they've identified. Customers are going through growing pains and they want to sort of scale up their business, want to be able to keep track of what's actually happening in their business through the sort of ongoing management and monitoring of processes and reporting and business goals. So that's where Dynamics really helps. Office 365 is an essential business tool for all organisations, and always every day I'm excited to learn more and more. So we need the academy that you offer, because sort of we're learning more in our business about how to use the new forms. There's obviously Flow, which is a phenomenal tool to help with automate things, and it integrates with Dynamics as well. Power BI as well, which is becoming more of an essential tool for executives and people running their businesses to understand what's actually happening in my business without necessarily being able to use the end solutions, but actually really get into the data and be able to make decisions on the insight they can get.
That's fascinating. Well, I'll tell you what, Carlene, in the next one, what we're going to talk about is our partnership, how successful we've been over the last few years, and also really what the future holds for Dynamics 365.